Hello, positive readers. It's Binta here, positive writer, and today I'm going to be here with a book chat, and it's a book chat for a book I never thought I'd be reading, but I did. So this is a book chat for A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This is probably by far the most popular Sarah J. Maas book out there. Everybody literally loves it so much, and I was like, I don't see the hype. What is this? I read Avatar. You can go watch my vlog and my review on that, and I kind of liked it. It was like 3 out of 5 stars. It was good, but it wasn't that good. This book is 5 out of 5 stars. Beautifulness. I love it so much. There are so many things in this book that I love, but I'm not going to be talking about this for 30 minutes because that is not okay. Now, I know I said I'm never going to read this and all this type of stuff, but I wanted to see, because sometimes when I say I'm not going to do something, or when not even that, when I say, like, when I'm straying away from stuff, sometimes I actually end up really liking it. So I was like, I'm going to give this a chance. So I gave it a chance, and it ended up really never disappointing me. I have so many freaking notes. It's insane. We're just going to like run through these. This is a rapid fire book chat. Anywho, let's go. My first note is, I take quizzes before I read books. If you watch my Thermal Glass review, if you watch, I'm pretty sure that's a bit tragic. Anyway, I do character quizzes on these series before I start them to see what character I most like, so that when I go into the series, I already kind of have a character that I care about anyway. So for me, it was Rhysand. So even from the first book, I didn't really get it then because he wasn't in it as much as he was in this one. So I didn't really get, like, why are they saying it's me? Like, I understood because it was like the character traits and stuff were me. But this book really showed me. It was like certain stuff he said was stuff that I'd said before, and it was insane. I said that it's crazy how everyone switched from Tamlin to Rhysand so fast, because everybody in the first book shipped Tamlin and her, and then in this book, complete 360, and I was like, what even? But now after reading it, I do understand, but I do have qualms, because at the same time, it's really just fake a little bit, because it's like, why, Sarah? Why would you take all the time in the first book to make him feel like this character, and then make him so like the worst version of himself and in this book, and now everybody just has no choice but to hate him, unless you just like controlling people. It's just like, why? Unless you like hate Feyre and don't care how she feels. I don't get it. Like, so, and I understood what he was doing, especially at the beginning before he locked her in the house. I understood why he was trying to protect her. Like, he watched her die and was like, oh my god, my heart stopped. You know, she'd been fighting for him, and then he has to watch her die. So he's like, I'm not gonna let you walk out in me hands again. Completely plausible, okay? Completely plausible. He just went too far with it. I never liked Tamlin anyway, but like now it's just like I feel really bad for him, because it's like he's trying and he's obsessed and it's bad. But like people just flat out like, oh my god, I hate him so much, and I'm just like, I understand why he's doing it. So the first thing I have on here is the Weaver, because Rhysand and Feyre have so many moments in this book, because it's like she's going over there for like a month, and then eventually she comes to stay over there indefinitely because Tamlin locks her in the house, and then she like pops off with her powers, and then Rhysand comes and saves her. So they're training a lot, they're doing a lot of stuff, and one of the little training things he had her do was to go to this thing called the Weaver and retrieve like a ring for him. She didn't know it was a ring. Everybody was like, oh my god, I knew he was gonna propose with that ring. I didn't, like, whatever. She went to retrieve the ring, and it was the coolest scene because it was like this songs playing and stuff. It was really nice, and she was like realizing like, oh, I'm not the normal Feyre, like just hunting in the woods anymore. She was like, I was not a pet, not a doll, not an animal, and I wouldn't be weak or helpless ever again. I was a survivor and I was strong. Love that quote. Kill him, Feyre. You're a beast in this book. A whole bunch of stuff is popping off. I don't have a lot of notes from actual plot points, just like stuff that I really liked because I'm a rat. But anywho, so the next point that I have, they were talking, Feyre and Rhysand have this cute friendship going on with this flirty type thing, and they're talking a lot, and they're like revealing stuff to each other, and this one time, they're like going back and forth and like training because they have this mind thing that they have with this bond, and they can see each other's heads. So they're doing this, and then she's like, tell me about, like, why do you hate Ianthe so much? Ianthe, whatever her name is. Her name is literally Ianthe, but whatever, I'm not saying nothing. So, yes, why do you hate her so much? And then he's like, well, I'll show you. And then he gives her a memory. And basically, it's like, she wanted him or whatever because she knew that their offspring were going to be, like, this really big race of people or whatever, because he's powerful, she's powerful, she's like a priestess, he's a high lord, let's merge, you know, DNA. And she like tried to touch him and stuff, and he was like, no. He like broke her hand because she was just going too far, and I was just like really shook because I was like, wow, like I thought she was maybe like bad, but I didn't know she was that bad. So they kept training and stuff, they had these training moments, and then I can't remember if they were in the Prythian or in the real world, but they were fighting, and then like training or whatever, and then she was angry at him. He like used her as bait, I think, and then she was angry. So then she tackled him into the snow, and it was the most beautiful scene ever. I swear I was living for it so much. Like, oh my god. That's one of my favorite scenes from them. And she had her talons all out and was like digging into him. I loved it. It was just beautiful. They were passing notes. Page 290. And talking about, oh, you know, you should come over and lick my wounds. It was the most beautiful little text conversation ever. I can read it 30 times. I saved all the good pages. Like, I have at least 5 saved pages for this book alone because it's just so many beautiful pages and scenes. I just love Face Fan so much. So, you're reading, I'm reading, you know, everything is fine. And then she just starts roasting Tamlin. She was like, you know, Tamlin, you know, he was who I needed then, you know, he was this, but he's not what I need now, he's doing too much, he's trying to shelter me and stuff, you know, the usual. And I was just like, wow. So the summer court, I love the summer court so much. The High Lord is like black and like everybody else is black. It's beautiful to me. I hate summer, but I gladly live in the summer court because it just sounds so beautiful. And I don't even like the sea or ocean or heat or anything, but I love how they describe the summer court. Tarkin is a freaking fetus. He needs more scenes. Like, I hope he's in Aqua War a lot because I do like him. And then Farah was snapping totally a lot in the book. Like, there are certain parts where usually she'd like say nothing. She like snapped, and then like where they were standing somewhere, and then Rhysand was saying something, and then she clapped back with something equally as snarky, and I was just living. And then Feyre started getting jealous because they were in the summer court, and then he was flirting with Cressida because he wanted to find out like where this book was that they needed. So she was just jealous. She's like, he's all over him. And you know. And I was just like, chill, man, chill. You gotta stop. And Tarkin was being so nice to her, and it was just making me so sad because she was there to betray him. He was just like such a cutie. He was just a fetus. Like, he was just trying to be nice. He was like, wanted a friend. It was just depression. I was literally rooting for the summer court at this point. Like, I know I love Face Fan and Rhysand's me, and I can't hate myself. But still, I was rooting for Tarquin in the summer court because I wanted them to find out or take them prisoner or something. I didn't want them to steal the book from them. Anywho, obviously they did. I appreciate I say how they're there for each other, and I think I mean Rhysand and Feyre at the part where he was really depressed about something, and then she came over there and she was like, you never let me like just sit in my depression, you know, you tried to cheer me up and be flirty and stuff. And it was just really cute. I really appreciate the dynamic, how they're always there for each other. Like, if one is depressed or sad or something, they try and cheer each other up. It's beautiful. And then they were flying. This one part, 401, this page 401. They were flying, and then they're talking about stuff, and she like touched his wing or something, and that's like a sensitive spot or something like that. And it was funny because she was like, what is it, ticklish? And then he like kissed her or something, was like, no, that's how it feels. And then she was like, oh, like triggered, like, oh. It was a very nice scene. I appreciated it. Rhysand comparing himself to Tamlin. So he was talking about how, yeah, Tamlin was the hero or whatever, and he was like basically saying, I know how this is gonna look on paper. I'm the bad boy taking away this damsel and from this hero dude that saved her life or whatever from the poor people, basically. And I was just like, Stefan, I'm sorry. I swear to God, it's so much like TVD at parts that I can't. One time, I think, I'm not really sure what happened, so I'm just gonna talk about the scene that I think it was. So I said how he was talking about how he dreamed, and he was talking about how he had dreams for life and stuff like that, and I was just like, what a fetus. Like, I really care about Rhysand. I really want him to be happy. And then it was so sad, that part, like that scene when he was like talking about Amarantha and stuff, and then she said that he loved the Starlight. It was like the Starfall Festival, Starlight Festival, Starfall, whatever. So they were like, and then every time she was with Amarantha, she would make him stay with her and miss the festival because she knew how much it meant to him. Like, depression. Like, wow, thank you for your depression. So this is what I have. They were at this camp, and Rhysand said that if you touch her, then you lose the hand. Then you lose your head. And after Feyre's done killing you, I'll grind your bones into dust. And I really love that so much. And he was like, she's gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna grind your bones. It was just so beautiful. Like certain parts where I just really felt them, like I felt the connection. It was just really nice. And then he was talking about the story about how he met Tamlin and how they were like friends or whatever, and then he was a coward, Tamlin was a coward, and then he came to kill his family, and still, Rhysand came and stopped his father from killing him, and then Tamlin killed his father. It was just, and then they were both like, we're both kings now, and like ran. It was just really cute, and I really just they hate each other. Like, be friends, man. Lucian was apparently roasting somebody because he came to get her. He came to get her, and he was like, you know, come get us. Even after she sent the letter saying she was gone, he came and got her anyway. He was like, you know, come with me. And he was gonna try and grab her or something. Just like, what is wrong with you guys? She was just roasting him, like, oh no, yeah, I don't need him now. He's different. Like, I don't need him anymore. I need reset. You know, she was just roasting, and it was just greatness. So then I talk about the end. The end they went in, it was a really trashy end, but they like had this one room in the attic, and it was with whole fan fiction hours where they were like, oh, it's one bed, and it was just really funny. I laughed at all the parts where it seemed like a fan fiction. It's just funny to me. I don't know. And then in this scene, Feyre was realizing that she actually wanted a future, because before she was just like, I just want to paint. Like, I just want to be rich enough. Like, I want to have enough money so I can sit, provide for my family, and paint all day. Now she actually had a future in life and friends, and I hate that I don't have them in here, but the his court, I forgot what they're called, but all of Rhysand's friends, Cassie and all of them, they're beautiful, they're all cute and nice and great, and I just love all of them too. And she like had a future for them. She's like, I want to be friends with them, I want a future with this person. It was just really nice having this, hearing her that she actually had a purpose for her life. Like, I thought that was just beautiful. And then they kissed, and they were like talking, and they kissed, and like he was crying and she was crying. It was just,
I swear,
it was very nice. This happened, this end happened, and then somebody gets attacked or something. I forgot. This is probably out of order. I'm sorry. Anyway, they got attacked, and then all this stuff happened, and then, oh my god, she goes out to meet a serial because he got attacked, and then she finds out that Rhysand is her mate. She's like, what? So then she like didn't want to talk to him anymore. He was all wounded. She just left him in the mud. It was tragic. So Morgan, I love her too. She took her to like their secret cabin or whatever where people don't go because it's like secret. So, and she was just up there painting like a long time, and she painted all of them. It was really, really nice, and that was really cute. And then she was just up there and she was waiting for her to come back, and then Rhysand was at the door instead, and then she like cooked him food and stuff. It was really nice. And then that was the first kiss scene. So I basically just talked about everything leading up to the first kiss, and then page 538 through page 540. I love those pages so much. If you have a book near you, just go read the greatness, because I literally love it so much. It was just beautiful. It was just not generic. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. The greatest scene. It was their greatest scene. My favorite scene in the book. I love it so much. And then I'm gonna read this quote because it's a Rhysand quote and it's great, and Rhysand's great, and I'm gonna read it right now. You might be talking to me favorite, obviously. Okay. So you might be my mate, but you remain your own person. You decide your fate, your choices, not me. You choose yesterday and you choose every day forever. I was just like, yes. Then all this stuff starts just really going wrong because they stole the book, and then they're gonna try and get the cauldron, the book together or something, and then they go. Rhysand and Feyre are fine. Everybody's being cute and stuff, you know. And her sisters, obviously, they're in this too, but they're not really important to me. Anyway, Nesta's really cool because she actually was like, you know, you better save these humans. And Cassian was like, I'm gonna save them. I'm like, thank you. Anywho, so they're going to the cauldron and stuff, and then they gotta go to Highburn for this cauldron. I forgot if they were walking and trapped into a trap or whatever. So then they're there, and then Jurian walks out like, hey y'all, what's up? I was dead, like I was a bone yesterday, now I'm a human. And then the king of Highburn walks out, and they're all looking like, what is going on right now? Like, I'm shook. And then he walks out and like sits, and then everything from here on to the end is just insane. They're in this room, and then she puts the Book of Breathings together, and it's just insanity, and I just wanted to like die. So they were in this place with the cauldron, and then all of a sudden Tamlin and Lucian walk out, and I'm just like, oh my god. What my notice says is, that's how bad he wanted Feyre, and I'm just like, thank you Tamlin, thank you. He basically betrayed his entire court. He was like, the king of Highburn, his evil self, can just do whatever he wants with the Spring Court if he can get Feyre back. Why? And then it turns out they brought out her sisters, and then Tamlin is like, oh my god, like, let him go, you know. But dude, you put this into motion. And then Iantha, whatever her name is, she betrayed them by telling the King of Hybern about the sister. It's just all freaking bad. And then he was like, come on, Feyre, it's time to go back. It's time to go back. And she was like, no. And he was like, it's time to go back. And she was like, no. Until he was like trying to grab her. He really didn't even understand, because once the king revealed that he was basically going to kill them all, he told them to stop. So basically what I was saying was the fact that he didn't want like this evil person to be doing stuff. Once he realized that, he was like, oh, this is not what I signed up for. But the fact that he did in the first place. But again, Sarah J. Maas. The Nesta and Elaine are turned into freaking Faye. I don't know, it's just insane. This whole scene is insane. They're holding Feyre back. Rhysand's like being held back. Tamlin and Lucian try to fight, and then the King of Hybern like holds them back. It's just bad. It's the craziest part of this book. I like threw it at this part, just so you know. So Feyre's thinking about this. It's a lot like Empire Storms in this moment, because like, okay, come with me, basically, you know, Feyre, come with me, because you're powerful and all powerful lords or high lords or whatever, you know, come with me. And she's like, yes, okay, I'll come with you if you like, you know, leave my friends alone or whatever. But she does it in this way that makes me want to shoot myself. She's like, okay. She starts acting like Reese. She like blows up. She like explodes herself, like a complete puts on a show for everybody when she's breaking the wards, and then acts like she's now free of Rhysand's mind control. And I'm just like, oh my god, I was just reading it and dying. It was so bad. Tamlin's like, what's going on? Everybody's like, what's going on? And Rhysand's like, and then she's like, oh my god, Tamlin, you know, Tamlin, oh my god, what'd you do? Rhysand, what'd you do? Because this whole book people have been saying, what did you do to her? You know, she can't have any thoughts of her own, apparently, if she likes you. Like, what the Anywho, she acted like she was being brainwashed, and Rhysand was going along with it. He was like, how'd you get out? It was just beautiful. It was beautiful, but it was so sad. I threw the book at this part. Right. She ran to Tamlin and then was begging the king to break the freaking
why?
I was like, why would you do that? That's like your phone. That's like your texting memes. It was enough. It was enough to be like, oh my god, he brainwashed me. Let's go back to the Supreme Court. But then you want to break the bond. And Rhysand was like, no. And I was like, no. It was just so bad. I can't. And then the king broke it. And then Rhysand was in pain. And she was in pain. And I was just like, no. After this, everything kind of dies down. Because Rhysand started calling after her. And then it's just really bad. And it's a lot like Empire Storm now. I'm thinking about it because Lord Ken was crawling after Maeve. Sorry, that's like a spoiler or whatever, and it's crazy. Like, she was gonna sacrifice herself like Aelin did, whatever. They go back, she goes back to the Supreme Court with Tamlin and acting like all like aloof and stuff. Lucian's like side-eyeing her like, I know you're joking. But he doesn't say anything, and Tamlin's like, oh my god, like, are you okay? Did he touch you or whatever? Like, I don't remember anything. She's funny. Then we go to Rhysand's point of view, like, whoa, that's crazy. And she's the High Lady of the Night Court, yes! And everybody's like, what? And Amren's like, so you're telling me the High Lady of the Night Court is like with Tamlin? Like, we have to go get it. It was just hilarious. They're talking about, like, we're gonna go get him, like, we're gonna go get her, but like not right now. We're gonna like, wait till the time's right, because we still have a bond, because they got married the night before, and it was beautiful, and it was nice, and it is like Empire Storms. Empire Storms is a complete ripoff, I'm sorry. On her other hand was another bond that they had created because they got married and it was beautiful. And then that with Tamlin and them, which is where the book ends. She's basically like a spy now, which is what Rhysand realized too, which is we're not gonna go get her immediately. That was the Akamath book chat. I can't believe I'm talking about this book, like what? Anywho, I read it, it's beautiful, I loved it, 5 out of 5 stars. It's gonna be on my favorites list at the end of the year. I know it is. Anywho, it's very beautiful. It never disappointed. Feyre is a bad one, I love her. And Rhysand, obviously my favorite character is me. So, we're gonna get the next book, and we're gonna vlog it, and we're gonna read it and stuff, and it's gonna be great. Hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you guys later with another video. Bye.